Now, the other part of the story this weekend was, LeBron James shows up at the Drew League. And then there was conversation about would Kyrie Irving join him. Now, there was no real report here. It was just Kyrie could join him. Now, the Drew League has been around for many, 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 many years. And you'll have NBA players that go into it's a high school gym. And it is an atmosphere, to say the least. The NBA streamed it, the game with LeBron. He had 42, came in. He was like a rock star when he arrived. But people were then like, where's Kyrie? Well, it turns out that Kyrie was helping out at a girls' basketball camp. He was with Laker assistant Phil Handy. So he was just helping out Phil Handy, which to me is part of the story that nobody's talking about. It's like, oh, typical Kyrie didn't show up when we thought he was going to show up. I don't even know if he was supposed to. It was just Kyrie's in L.A. and LeBron's going to play in the Drew League. Well, Kyrie's going to play. And people jumped to that conclusion. But as it turns out, he was with Phil Handy, Lakers assistant coach. Now, I think that's a little bit more of the story, that you're there with an assistant coach with the Lakers, helping him with the girls' camp. And I think Kyrie has a girls' shoe that he is marketing.
Yes, it's a part of his line, but it's a partnership with Sue Bird, and it's made for your young girls and high school girl players.
Okay, so he shows up. He's just helping at this camp while LeBron goes in, has fun, Drew League, but we wanted to know why Kyrie didn't show or no show. So in fairness to him, he was doing this, and maybe it was already something that was scheduled before. Yes, Eden.
And by all accounts, Kyrie, not all accounts, but by some accounts, Kyrie no-showed to an event he never said he was going to.
Can you no-show at an event that you never said you would show up to in the first place?
Right, like I never even said, yeah, I'll be there. The only person, from what I'm reading, the only person who said he would be there was the promoter. Oh, now I see the miscommunication.
Yeah. But LeBron showed up.
He sure did.
Yeah.
In a big way.
That's quite an atmosphere. Now, I've never gone to one of the Drew Leagues games. I've just, I can't imagine what it's like. You don't have a high school gym and you go, we're going to build this so you can bring superstars in it some secret way. Like there's condos in New York where they have secret entrances for celebrities, and that's why they buy in these certain condominiums or co-ops. You don't have that at the Drew League. Marvin, you watched most of this, didn't you?
I sure did. No wife, no son. The Drew League's on. LeBron's playing. I'm in. I sure did.
Anybody else of stature there at the Drew League?
DeMar DeRozan played on the team, but DeMar DeRozan's from there.
Yeah.
He plays almost every game. And just a bunch of college players and guys from the L.A. area.
And plus it gets into this, it's almost an and one feel to it. I mean, it's raucous. And LeBron was playing to the crowd. He was animated.
He put on a show for sure.
Yeah, he did. Yeah, Marv.
And in those leagues, great, you're LeBron James. That's nice.
I know.
But you better play or you're trash. That NBA stuff, that's cool.
This is real basketball here.
But Dan, you know this. When you go to those parks, it's the quote is always bring your game, not your name.
Yeah.
Like, oh, that's cute. NBA All-Star, all right.
Yeah, they want a piece of you. They don't care. It's like this is their moment, and somebody wants to check LeBron James. Like, all right, let's go. Let's see what you got. Now you're on my turf, my home court here. Here's LeBron. I don't care what you've done in your career. What are you going to do today? Yeah, see.
And I love, too, like the crowd is just right up on the court, right behind the backboard. Like, just
good stuff, though.
Yeah.
Good stuff. But, Kyrie was at a girls' camp, and I don't know if he ever committed to go to the Drew League.
Selfish, making it about himself again.
Can't make commitment, said yes to two different places. Okay, wow. Here we go.
Yeah.
Typical.
See, I still think that Kyrie was working with a Laker assistant coach at this camp is a big deal. like that's far more interesting than him playing in the Drew League. It's like, wait, okay, you hanging out with the Laker assistant coach here.
Mm-hmm.
Question mark? Haven't heard anything, though, and it feels like it's going to be slow for a little while with KD, with Kyrie, with Donovan Mitchell. We're probably a couple of weeks away. Feels like if it's going to be Kevin Durant traded, and then it would be Kyrie if reports are true, that would be the order of what the Nets are going to do. Donovan Mitchell, that's probably going to take some time because Danny Ainge is going to wait until he gets the biggest haul that he can get, and he's probably going to say, hey, if you paid that for Rudy Gobert, Donovan Mitchell is better than Rudy Gobert, you got to pay even more. And the question is, can you put the squeeze on the Knicks? Yes, Marv.
Over the weekend, Donovan Mitchell threw the first pitch at a Brooklyn Cyclones game. And he's a Mets fan. Oh, let's go, Knicks. Let's go.
Yeah. It feels like it's going to happen, but it's one of those that it's wishful thinking. But could you check, though? Donovan Mitchell's not a tall guy. Is he 6'2"?
He's listed at 6'1.5".
Oh, so he's listed at 6.
Yeah, I think it's listed 6'1".
Damn. He didn't even get 6'2" in the program? That would be the smallest backcourt in the NBA. Because Jalen Brunson is 6'2", maybe? I don't know if that matters to the Knicks. I think they're trying to get anybody who's willing to want to play there. But that'd be probably the smallest backcourt in the NBA by far. But you'd probably, yeah, Todd.
See Brunson at 6'1".
Wow. Okay, they're listed at 6'1". That means they're 6 feet and a half? I mean, you don't even get the program, like, upgrade to 6'2"? I mean, come on. Everybody lies about it. Yeah, Paul.
Donovan Mitchell, 6'1", 215 in the program.
6'1". A good player.
You don't think players want to be listed lower? That doesn't make what Donovan Mitchell does more impressive now that he's not 6'4"? Any thoughts of that? I don't know if you have a choice.
Well, yeah.
In the program, you could, like, do you think an NBA player could say, like, list me at this?
If I'm Donovan Mitchell,
yeah,
and I say to the Jazz PR director,
put me at 6'4"?
Dude, I'm 6'3".
Give me some help.
No, you're 2 inches shorter than me. I think you're wrong. I'm 6'3". It's like Tom Cruise. I think Tom Cruise is listed at 5'8" in the program. And I think he's 5'6.5" or something.
Careful.
What?
Careful.
I stood next to him on a movie set.
You don't want that heat.
Yeah, he's not offering me anything. Yeah.
Not now.
No, we never did. Yeah. And I acted with his wife, Katie Holmes, ex-wife. Yes, Todd.
Cruz listed at 5'7".
Okay. So do they have a program for Hollywood? I'd be curious what's their height and weight? Yeah, Paul.
Donovan Mitchell, I had the official bio when he was at Louisville on their website. He's listed at 6'3".
Of course he is.
6'3" guard.
You can get away with it in college.
Straight out of Greenwich, Connecticut.
Yes, you can get away with it in college.
That's great.
I tried to get away with it in high school. They gave me the 6'3", but they put 148. You know, I'm like, can we get like 170, 165? 6'3", 148. Yeah. You don't want any part of this, mister.